Hello, and welcome to the CUPW News Network,
where we bring you all the CUPW and worker-related news.
Last week in Toronto, over 600 CUPW delegates from across Canada gathered to make changes that will enable them to continue to protect the rights, benefits and working conditions of their members far into the future.
They also passed policy resolutions to help protect the environment and to work to free those who are having their freedoms denied in other countries.
On the final day they elected their leadership. Brother Denny Lumlin was acclaimed to a second term as president.
Current First Vice President, Sister Gail Bossenberry, was also acclaimed to a second term. George Kuhnenbaum was re-elected as National Secretary-Treasurer.
Brother Philippe Aubert was acclaimed to a second term as National Grievance Officer. Sister Lynn Boo decided not to reoffer, and Cindy Foreman was acclaimed as her replacement at second Vice President.
Third Vice President George Floresco and Fourth Vice President Donald Lafleur were both also acclaimed for another term.
In Australia, Australian airline Qantas has locked out all its employees represented by the Transport Workers Union.
In Canada, Minister of Labour Lisa Raitt says that the impact of the Australian labour dispute on the Canadian economy is unacceptable. Raitt says that if the dispute lasts any longer, she will table legislation that will force the Transport Workers Union of Australia to cease and desist immediately from being locked out.
Back in Toronto last Thursday, CUPW members, other unions and activists marched in solidarity with the Occupy Toronto movement. CUPW had earlier passed a resolution supporting the occupiers, as well as passing the hat on the convention floor, raising thousands of dollars to send to the occupation site.
5 of the activists actually occupied a bank. They spent 43 minutes inside the TD flagship branch located in Toronto Dominion's head office.
It was a wonderful display of solidarity and we salute them.
In an attempt to discredit the Occupy movement, the Fraser Institute has released a study making a case that the movement has underestimated the number of people considered elite. The study claims that in fact there are far more unproductive, privileged, overcompensated leeches than previously thought. It says that 1.27% of the world would fall into this category, and that the chant we are hearing as the movement gains popularity should be, "We are the 98.73%. The study goes on to say the numbers were skewed because many 1.27%ers are pretending to be 98.73%ers out of shame.
And that wraps up this edition of the CUPW News Network.
Thank you for joining us, and tune in next time.